What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Steven Ostentoski here of Mason Brew, bringing you another Michigan basketball highlights video. This time it's the first top 5 men's basketball matchup between Michigan and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Michigan comes away from this one out of Columbus with their biggest win of the season. 92-87 is the final. Let's dive right into the highlights. A ton to talk about in this one. All right, right away, I'm going to be saying this name a lot. This is E.J. Liddell, a forward for Ohio State. I think he's 6'8", really good player for there, getting going mid-range. Turnover from Franz. Here, Liddell provides down low to Kyle Young, who looks like just your most classic villain ever. Mike Smith mid-range, good look there, but just can't get anything going. So a little bit of some struggles here for Michigan early. Thankfully, Eli Brooks on the wing, able to provide three-pointer there. Here's another name I'll say a bunch. Duane Washington was just a random runner there, able to get that one to go. Franz Wagner with the travel there, so another turnover, 2 turnovers early here for Michigan. Great look across the court there from Dickinson to Eli Brooks. Again, this is opened up just because of the double team. You can see as soon as the double team over here from Kyle Young comes over to Dickinson, he's going to start looking for different options here. You only have 1, 2, 3. This is a 2. That is how I write 2s. I'm just kidding. That's a terrible 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So just recognize that. These guys have 4 guys to cover from Michigan out on the perimeter. They don't get out there. He finds Eli Brooks across the court. That's a great look. Eli Brooks has been struggling the past couple games, but 6 points early here for Michigan. Meanwhile, you have Duane Washington with a literal flamethrower for his hand. Hits the other 3 here. Here's a great drive for Eli Brooks. Isaiah Livers able to capitalize on the closeout there from Kyle Young. He's screaming. He's got his angry face on, and it's a tie game early. E.J. Liddell, again, a really tough guy to cover because he has that range. Dickinson can't get out quick enough. Here's Shania Brown with the three-pointer. Again, look at the ball movement because of the double team, right? Provide the double team here. Actually, they were trapping off of this screen there from Dickinson. They were trapping Brooks, right? So you have 2 players here. You provide to Dickinson down here. You need to pull this player here, and then you just have 2 players on 3 along the perimeter again, right? So as soon as Dickinson gets the ball, he recognizes the missing numbers. Good job from Livers to drive to force Washington to cover him, and that's just a free open look for Shania Brown. Again, I've been hard on him lately. He came through, provided a really good game. Here's a fast break opportunity for Livers. I thought this was a weak call. Did he extend the arm there a little bit? Yes. I thought this guy was moving. I thought Kyle Young was moving a bit, so I don't agree with that. But if you want to call the little forearm shimmy there, I can understand that. Keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. Meanwhile, Duane Washington with the drive, tough out again. Here, number 23, key for Ohio State with the basket over Davis. Davis, great footwork down low there, getting Young to jump, and then puts in the dunk of his own. And then again, the flamethrower stays hot for Duane Washington, puts down that 3 on fire. Ohio State up 5. Brown, again, good for him, 2 for 2 from three-point land, able to hit that one, make it 3 for 3 right there. And really hot start from the three-point line for Michigan. Here, business decision from that defender off the pick and roll. Really great feed from Mike Smith to Dickinson for the dunk. There's another mid-range from E.J. Liddell. The dude feasted off of that. Nice little head fakes there from Mike Smith to free himself up for the three-pointer there. E.J. Liddell able to get a few offensive rebounds there. This first one provides C.J. Walker a three-point opportunity. Here, Dickinson down low. Way to stay with it. 2 misses there, able to get the putback. He's getting established early. Again, there's E.J. Liddell somehow able to get the offensive rebound and then hits a fadeaway jumper over Dickinson. That's just crazy. Here's a really nice back screen provided to Johns. Let me go back and look at this play real quick. So you got Johns here. He's going to provide a pass here to Livers. Livers is going to pass the ball here to Mike Smith on the wing here. Meanwhile, watch right here. Dickinson's going to set this screen right here. And right after the pass, you're going to have Johns cut right down here. You're going to have the pass down low. And that back screen, there's no communication, right? That's the key thing at the screen. You have this guy pointing saying, hey, uh-oh, what do we have here? And there's no communication here between these two. So the screen works. No one switches. And there's your free basket. So good job there, Michigan, executing that. Duane Washington remains just crazy going to the basket. I think he has like 15 points at this point already. Really great feed there. Mike Smith on a little delayed pass there to Dickinson off the roll. Here he has with the step back. Ooh, staying hot, Mike Smith. Here, number 31. I don't know. This one, Lord Voldemort will disagree with me. I thought it was a charge right there. It looked like Mike Smith was pretty much set right there. He got to the spot first, but Lord Voldemort disagreed. And that is a blocking foul for the and one. This time, a really funny flop. Good defense from Davis, not picking up that foul. A little bit of a quiet start there for Livers, able to put down that corner three, though. And this guy, C.J. Walker, with some handles. Really tough to get a handle on. And meanwhile, you have guys just nailing these like 35-footer three-pointers for Ohio State. Able to keep pace with Michigan. Livers says, hey, I can shoot those too. He makes one. Michigan up 2. Here, again, just some crazy mid-range. Everything was going in for both teams, seemingly. Franz, great feed there to Dickinson. They called this a charge. So, again, go back and look at that Mike Smith charge. This looks kind of similar, where the guy is still kind of moving at the time that, like, Franz gets over there. So, I don't know, man. If they called the Mike Smith one a block and call this one a charge, just a little weird. Franz can't believe it. I understand. Here, E.J. Liddell, that's just tough. That's just tough to get out there in time, especially when you set this back screen right here. Right here, Dickinson's trying to get out to the point. He's just too quick to get out here, and it's a really tough ask for Dickinson to be able to get out there with that screen. So give credit to Ohio State. They had a lot of good sets for Liddell to get him open in that matchup. Luckily, Franz Wagner hits another 3. Michigan was, I think, they made 10 3-pointers in the first half. Good job there from Dickinson, tracking that one down, getting the block on Liddell. And then here, Lord Voldemort again calls a foul on Dickinson for being too large of a human down here. This isn't Cedar Point. He's allowed to do this, and he's in the restricted section, right? Is that what you call it? From the books, the classified section, restricted section. Anyway. So yeah, right there. Look at the feats for Kyle Young. The feats. I can't speak, but Dickinson just backing him down. If this is a larger human that Dickinson is doing this to, there's no way that's called a foul. So Ohio State gets rewarded for having too small of a center against Dickinson. Anyway, meanwhile, good defense there, forcing a late shot clock shot, and that goes awry. Last possession here of the half. Eli Brooks, really good set here. Let's go back and look at this play real quick. You can see just a simple screen there for Dickinson on Franz. That pulls the defender away here. So he's going to follow here. And then you're going to have this pass. Franz is going to go this way, pass here. And Brooks will catch this on the run and then head to the basket right after. So he has momentum at the point of catching, heading straight to the basket. And that gets that defender out of position, able to get that basket pretty easily there right before the time expires. So despite Lord Voldemort and Ohio State calling a rough game, Michigan's up 2 at the half. Liddell picks up right when he started off there with a 3-pointer. Here's a nice little stop mid-range for C.J. Walker. Again, though, Dickinson able to provide his cross-court passes out of the double team. Good pump fake and mid-range there from Smith. There's another drive from Duane Washington. I am a broken record. Here, provided to the big man. Dickinson down low, backed up Liddell there. Use that size to his advantage. Then Eli Brooks in the corner. 3 for 4 on the day from three-point land. Here, another good look for Mike Smith. So, believe it or not, that last three-pointer from Brooks, that was the only made three-pointer of the half for Michigan. So, despite that being a really good look, that was the only one made for Michigan. So, Duane Washington, again, they were on a little bit of a drought there, 2:30 without a point. Duane Washington with that drive here. I don't know how this is a foul against Eli Brooks for the and one. Looks like he goes straight up there, and number 14 jumps right into him. Anyway. And then maybe a little bit of theatrics here from Franz in slow-mo. It does look like he sells it a little bit more. This angle, though, Liddell right there. He does throw his arm into him, so within a reasonable doubt there. Franz on the other side. Good little pass there to Dickinson with 4 guys around him, able to put that in over the right shoulder. Duane Washington, again, this one, okay. If that other one wasn't a foul, I don't know how this one is. It looks like Brooks goes straight up there. He disagrees too. Look, that looks pretty straight up. I don't see any arm contact. You can see right away, he's like, how is that an effing foul? If you watch his, Brooks doesn't know either. How is that an effing foul? And I don't know, man. I can't answer that for you, Mr. Brooks. Meanwhile, CJ Walker's hitting these floaters over the Michigan defenders here. Another double team. Michigan had it right there, right? Franz Wagner, that's a great look. Just not able to capitalize. Duane Washington hitting these floaters. They're up 3. Michigan on their own little drought right now. Davis over the left shoulder. Really, really good job from him. Here, just an unfortunate play. Number 13, CJ Walker loses the ball there. You can see. And then since he's jumping out of bounds, Livers is trying to defend against that. Because he does that, that opens up Kyle Young right next to the basket. Davis over pursues, and that's an and one. So unfortunate there. Ohio State with 4-point lead. Good job from Shawnee Brown with the shot fake, able to get the guy off his feet. Here, Eli Brooks turnover there from Franz to Shawnee Brown. Good job from Franz, right? Earlier in the season, I was critical of him in transition. Here he makes the extra pass for the easy layup. Good job from Eli Brooks causing that turnover as well. Here's CJ Walker providing it down low to Key. Franz Wagner showing off that defense with the block. Here he picks up the turnover. Again in transition. Ooh, going with the Euro step that time. Really pretty. Good job from him to finish in that situation. There, the and one. Again, Davis, a little bit of a liability down low. But luckily you have Dickinson here over the left or the right shoulder, putting that one in. He had one of his better games of the year. Again, there's another good three-pointer, but look at Shawnee Brown getting the offensive rebound. Brooks driving, kicking over to Smith, up to Livers. Can't make that one. Another great look. Shawnee Brown, though, second offensive rebound of that possession. Put back. The bench is going crazy. Terrence Williams is flexing. Everyone's excited. Just a great effort play there. A flop warning against Liddell. Dickinson, you know, he's trying to get a pro bowling career, just like Mitch McGarry there. And he knocks 3 Buckeyes over with that foul. This is insane, okay? This is literally insane. They call a flop warning here against Eli Brooks, okay? With all this momentum right there, you can see that push off, step back 3 made. So it's a made 3, no offensive foul. I don't know how you don't call this, okay? He gets pushed right off the, I was going to say a word, but you can see where his hand is. That is insane to not call that an offensive foul. You have this guy, Mr. Red-haired braid things, doing his weird, like, shooting down Eli Brooks. I don't know what that is. Keep that in mind, though. We'll show him later on. Great, great pass there from Mike Smith on the baseline, and Dickinson. He is angry man. Dunks it with authority. Just such a great pass, and good job from Dickinson finding it with authority over 2 Buckeyes right there. Good job. Michigan up 3 at this point. Again, how do you not call this? Okay, at the start of the play, see right here between Dickinson and CJ Walker, there's a little bit of contact there, playing close. Okay, a little push off. You see that all the time. Not against that, but right here, boom. Right, you can see the extension of that arm, blocking foul. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's CJ Liddell. Good defense coming over to help. He has to go reverse. He misses that one, so good job. And then, that was, he thinks he's Klay Thompson or Steph Curry. I don't know what he's thinking in transition. Livers, I thought he was hurt here. Luckily, he's okay. Gets the and one, but that is definitely a, You can see his face. He's like, oh, God. He is really not happy that Liddell is looking this way. Just not a great play for Ohio State. Critical point in this one, too. Give a lot of credit for Livers for recognizing that, able to get the basket in transition, and Michigan's up 4 with under 2 minutes left. Here, Eli Brooks, good drive, good follow-up there from Dickinson. Kyle Young does get a fingertip on that one, redirects it, and Dickinson late in the shot clock there as well, able to get the tip in. E.J. Liddell not going away, though. Dickinson's there. Tall man gets the block. And then here, they're trying to trap Livers. Eli Brooks, great movement away from the ball, able to put in the underhand layup with the left. Jace Howard is high-fiving assistant coaches. That's great. Duane Washington, though, still just on fire from 3, able to hit that one. Now we're in foul land, my least favorite thing. Oh, and we're back. So after the made free throw, this guy, the bow and arrow boy, not looking happy. Not wearing his mask properly either. Come on, man. Mike Smith hits the second one. We don't get a replay of his face after that second made free throw. There's a miss finally from Duane Washington. Eli Brooks goes to the line. He hits 2 additional free throws. And these are really important because Duane Washington decided, I'm just not going to miss anymore. And, down 6 now, Franz Wagner to the line, misses one, makes another 7-point game. Here you have CJ Walker. They'll give that up, just the two. Michigan's guarding the 3-point line here. And we're back with another episode here of Hit Mike Smith in the effing face. And this time it's episode 3, because the previous 2 games he got an elbow to the face. This time he has a head-on collision with another player. So we'll see in Michigan's next matchup if we'll have episode 4. But yeah, that was episode 3. Poor dang Mike Smith. Misses that first one, probably because his head hurts. And then he makes the second one. Michigan up 6 here, only 9 seconds left. Washington still doesn't want to miss. Send Eli Brooks to the line. And finally, with 3 seconds left, up 4, now up 5 with a second make. That is going to be your ball game. Here you have one more volleyball spike. That looks fun for Livers, and that's your ball game. That's your ball game. 92-87. Juwan Howard saying thank you to the fans. My heart rate was definitely a little elevated after that one. So let's dive into stats, right? Hunter Dickinson, 22 points, 8 of 14 shooting, 6 of 6 from the free throw stripe, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Makes me annoying to have to type all those things in to these titles here in Premiere for all these stats, but he had a great stat line there. Brooks, 17 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 4 from three-point land, 2 rebounds, added an assist as well. And finally, Shawnee Brown, 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from three-point land, and 3 rebounds in his own right. I could put Livers, Smith, and Wagner. They had 12, 11, and 9 points respectively. Really all-around effort, and that takes us to our first point in 3 key points. Number 1, such a well-rounded team, right? 5 guys in double digits when it comes to points. Franz Wagner, a point away from him being in double digits himself, so that would have made 6 total. It's just unselfish play all around, and that's what a big part of what makes Michigan as dangerous of a team as they are, right? Number 2, Hunter Dickinson, paramount in this one. Just a phenomenal performance from him, both defensively on the boards and offensively, right? Leading the team with 22 points. He had some great passes from the block that really opened up a lot of Michigan's offense, minimized a lot of the turnovers, some of the bad plays. He was pretty efficient on the offensive side. That we've seen him struggling with the double teams, so he really handled it exceptionally well today. And then finally, I can't be tough on Shawnee Brown or Eli Brooks anymore, right? I had been hounding on them a little bit on their performances these past couple games. Both had just an extremely efficient game today. They were absolutely critical in this one. And, just all around, what a game, right? Top 5 win for Michigan, solidifying their top 3 overall ranking. They maybe could make a bump up to number 2. But that's all I got. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, what you think about Michigan's rest of the schedule, right? If they can beat Ohio State like this, it's looking pretty good. So subscribe if you like this content, if you like this series. If you're already subscribed, throw a like on it. It helps a lot. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching the video, taking the time out of your day. Stay safe out there. And as always, go blue.